Long ago, in the highlands of Ethiopia, where the mountains touched the clouds and the coffee trees grew wild, there lived a kind woman named Abeba. She had recently married a man who had a son from his first marriage. At first, Abeba was excited to have a family of her own. She dreamed of laughter at the dinner table, of telling stories by the fire, of walking to the market together. But reality was not as she had imagined. Her stepson, little Tesfaye, was stubborn and distant. When Abeba tried to speak kindly, he turned his face away. When she offered food, he crossed his arms. Sometimes he even shouted, "You are not my real mother." These words cut Abeba's heart like a sharp thorn. Night after night, she sat by the fire, tears in her eyes. "What can I do?" she whispered to herself. "I want to love him, but he does not want me near." At last, Abeba decided to seek help. In the village lived an old healer, a wise woman known for curing sickness, not only of the body, but also of the heart. The healer's hut was filled with herbs hanging from the ceiling and small clay pots of medicine. The air smelled of sage and incense. "Mother," Abeba said respectfully, kneeling before her, "I beg for your guidance. I love my stepson, but he will not let me close to him. Please, is there a medicine, a potion, anything that can make him love me?" The healer studied her carefully. Then she nodded slowly and said, "Yes, there is a medicine, but it requires a rare and powerful ingredient, the whisker of a living lion." Abeba's eyes widened. "A lion? But lions are fierce. They will tear me to pieces." The healer smiled. "True, a lion's strength is great, but its trust can be won. If your love and patience are as strong as you say, you will succeed. Bring me a lion's whisker, and I shall make the potion." Abeba went home trembling. At night, she thought of the healer's words. At dawn, she wrapped a piece of meat in cloth and walked to the edge of the forest, where lions were said to roam. Her heart beat fast. Her hands shook. She placed the meat on a rock, whispered a prayer, and hurried away. The next morning she returned. The meat was gone. Her heart leapt with both fear and hope. Day after day, Abeba returned with offerings: goat bones, scraps of lamb, even a bowl of warm milk. She left them in the same place, always bowing respectfully before retreating. Weeks passed. Slowly, she began to see paw prints in the dust. One morning, she caught a glimpse of golden fur among the bushes. The lion was watching her. Abeba's legs turned weak, but she stood her ground. She placed the foot down gently and whispered, "I do not wish to harm you, great one. I only come in peace." The lion blinked its amber eyes and did not move. The next day, it came a little closer. The next week, closer still. At last, one morning, the lion approached the rock while Abeba was still there. Its mane shone like the sun, its body rippled with power. Yet, it did not roar or attack. It simply bent down and ate the food she had left. Abeba trembled but did not flee. Slowly, carefully, she reached out and touched its mane, soft as grass in the wind. Finally, after many months of patience and courage, the day came. The lion allowed her to sit beside it as it ate, its eyes closed, calm and trusting. With a deep breath, Abeba whispered. Forgive me, mighty one. I need but a single whisker. Gently, with shaking hands, she plucked one whisker from its muzzle. The lion did not roar. It only flicked its tail and went on eating. Abeba bowed deeply. Thank you, noble king. You have given me more than a whisker. You have given me hope. She rushed to the healer's hut, whisker clutched in her hand. Here it is, Abiba cried. The lion's whisker. Now please, make the potion so that my son will love me. The healer took the whisker, examined it carefully, and tossed it into the fire. The flames hissed, and the whisker was gone. Abiba gasped. What have you done? That whisker took months of courage to earn. The healer smiled. Yes. And in those months, what did you learn? Abiba's brow furrowed. She thought of the lion, how it had feared her at first, how she had returned day after day, showing kindness, patience, and respect, how slowly trust had grown. And then she understood. You mean the same way I won the lion's trust? I must win Tesfa's heart? Not with potions, not with force, but with patience, gentleness, and love. The healer nodded. Exactly. The lion has already taught you the medicine. Abeba returned home with new determination. She no longer tried to push her love onto Tesfaye. Instead, she gave him small offerings of kindness, listening to his stories, cooking his favorite meals, waiting quietly when he needed space. At first, Tesfaye turned away, but slowly, like the lion, he began to trust her. He smiled when she laughed. He reached for her hand when crossing the market. One evening, as they sat by the fire, he leaned against her shoulder and whispered, Good night, Mama. Tears filled Abeba's eyes. She had won his heart, not with magic, but with patience and love. The life lesson that we learn from this story is just as lion's trust cannot be won in a single day, love and friendship also take time to grow. With patience, kindness, and courage, even the fiercest hearts can be softened.